Did you know that Netflix has released and will release plenty of animated series that are actually based on popular movies? Stay tuned to find out more about a series that actually started with the world's most famous popular 60s toys. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to The Things and give our video a big thumbs up. Now let's check out 10 animated series on Netflix based on your favorite movies. All Hail King Julien. Let's start with a movie that's one of our favorite guilty pleasures. Even though Madagascar is a movie for kids, we can't help but love its witty humor and its hilarious characters. But what's even better is seeing those characters in plenty of new scenarios, and that's all thanks to All Hail King Julien, which focuses on, of course, King Julien and plenty of other Madagascar characters. Even though the series wrapped up in 2017 and produced its final season, you can still watch the entire thing on Netflix. And trust us, if you love the Madagascar franchise, you'll absolutely love All Hail King Julien. Who would have thought Madagascar would continue to be so popular? Dragons Race to the Edge. Ever heard of Dragons Race to the Edge? If it sounds familiar, it's because it's connected to How to Train Your Dragon, which is pretty much everyone's favorite animated movie. Even though the show ended in 2017, it had raving reviews of everyone that loves How to Train Your Dragon. And the best part about the series, apart from the fact that it's on Netflix, is that it's for both kids and adults. If you're planning on watching it, just make sure you give the first season a pass, as fans have noticed that things get much more exciting from the second season. A perfect series for those who have always wondered how youths of How to Train Your Dragon grew up. Spirit Riding Free. Everyone knows that one kid that's completely obsessed with horses. Do you remember in 2002, a movie called Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron? It got an Oscar nomination, so it definitely deserves your attention. Well, that same movie has been made into 2 animated series that passed its 3rd season in 2017 and is still ongoing as of February 2018. The series is set in a town of Miradero in Oregon, and it focuses on Lucky's attempts to fit in and find friends. It's definitely something both kids and adults can relate to. Although the show might be a bit boring for adults, it's definitely entertaining for children. Castlevania. Okay, Castlevania might not be directly based on your favorite movie, but we all know what started every single Dracula movie ever. It's the 1897 horror book and the 1992 movie Dracula. That's still one of the most popular horror movies ever. Castlevania is all about Draculas and demons. This series is still running strong as of February 2018, and it's definitely a must-watch if you love anything related to Dracula. It's full of action, and it even features a demon hunter, a magician, and a half-vampire son. Castlevania has amazing reviews, but it's definitely not a show you'd watch with your kids, unless you want them to have nightmares for the next few weeks. Trollhunters. Now this is the series we're all ready for. Trollhunters was a successful 2010 movie, but its popularity doesn't seem to want to end. The animated series, which released its first season in 2016, will be wrapping up in 2018 when it will release its 3rd and also final season. The fans are completely ecstatic. They'll be able to explore the story of 2 royal teenage aliens and their bodyguard. The very final chapter of season 3 will air in 2019, so you better stay tuned because 2018 is going out to be one of the most exciting years yet for animated series. You bet we'll be watching Trollhunters. Shira. Let's talk about some more shows that are scheduled to make a comeback in 2018 and beyond. 80s kids probably remember the girl power icon, Shira. But what you might not know is that she's coming back. Shira was created after the demand for a female lead fantasy series grew. And since that demand is still ongoing, it makes sense to totally bring it back. It's produced by an award-winning author and executive producer, Noelle Stevenson. So you already know it'll be amazing. This version of Shira is all about female friendships and empowerment. Of course, having a warrior princess as the lead character makes it that much better too. The Boss Baby back in business. Speaking of surprisingly good movies, in 2017, Boss Baby got animated for an Oscar. It's hard to believe that a charming movie about a baby spy would be so popular and so critically acclaimed. It would actually get nominated for an Oscar, but the popularity of the Boss Baby and his gang continues with the Boss Baby Back in Business series. The series still focuses on Boss Baby, Tim, Baby Core, and the rest of the gang. As of February 2018, the official release date hasn't yet been announced. However, you will be able to see the Oscar-nominated Boss Baby on screen again in 2018. Harvey Street Kids. Does the name sound familiar? Harvey Street was a 1941 comic book that was the birthplace of plenty of lovable characters. Richie Rich, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Felix the Cat, and more were all featured in the Harvey Street comic book. Many of those characters also later appeared in movies. But this time, it's all about the 3 Harvey Street girls. The series will be available on Netflix in 2018, and we have no doubt that it will also feature some of the old Harvey Street characters that have already starred in some of our favorite movies. Who doesn't love a good series full of nostalgia? Fingers crossed, Netflix does this one right. The Epic Tales of Captain Underpants. Speaking of stories that just last and last, Captain Underpants completely took over the world. The book was a huge success among the younger crowd, so much so that the franchise also released its first movie in 2017. But this story is not over yet. DreamWorks announced we'll be getting the Captain Underpants series. As of February 2018, the date hasn't yet been confirmed, but all we do know is that the show will air sometime in 2018, and we're pretty sure this one is one of those we're most excited about. How can you not love George Beard and Harold Hutchin and their adventures? We can't wait for this one. Trolls, the beat goes on. Who would have ever thought that a toy from the 60s would still be popular today? Troll dolls not only adapted to the modern times, but they also started a pretty interesting craze. But stay tuned, because if you love Trolls, you'll be excited about this announcement. In 2016, Trolls the movie was created, and in 2017, DreamWorks announced Trolls, the Beat Goes On TV series. In case you're wondering, the series came out on the 19th of January in 2018, and we're all pretty excited about it, even though it might not be for adults. Which show will you be watching on Netflix? Let us know in the comments. That's it for our video. Don't forget to subscribe to The Things, and hit that like button for more videos like this one. See you next time.